There are few places in the world I enjoy visiting more than California wine country. Of course, that's a broad destination, from Mendocino and Lake counties in the north to Temecula in the south, and everything in between. So let me narrow it down a bit. This week I'll focus on the Napa Valley and 3 incredible places to stay and dine. I start with the undeniable beauty and excellence of Auberge du Soleil.
Beautiful place. Used to be an old olive grove. There's all these beautiful olive trees everywhere. And
they are everywhere.
It's lovely, lovely view of
it's
the valley.
It's a magical spot in the valley. It really is.
Probably one of the best. I mean, if you think about worldwide, where do you have a better view? I don't know if you could find one. You know, there's few out there that are like this.
I didn't get the chance to stay at Auberge du Soleil this visit, but I did several years ago, and I loved it. The rooms, only 52, including 18 of these impressive suites, are expansive and extremely comfortable. Check out the bathroom, which is as big as most of the entire rooms I've stayed in. There's a nice sitting area adjacent to the bedroom. Again, plenty large enough to relax in at the end of the day or wind down in with a glass of wine at the end of the night. The beds are spacious and comfortable as well. Stepping outside, the grounds at Auberge are stunning, lush, almost tropical in their feel. The grounds are immaculately maintained, yet still exude a sort of wildness not often found in wine country. The pool is ringed with a number of private lounge areas and sits in the middle of the property. A variety of cottages, some higher up the hillside, others farther down. At the top of the hill is the restaurant, and the main reason I'm here. Actually coming online before the resort, the Auberge du Soleil restaurant has always been one of the finest in Napa. It did not disappoint on this visit.
We're going to do glazed chestnuts with pumpkin puree and poached quince.
Curry's cuisine is light, yet with layers of complexity, flavors, and aromas. He likes to let his ingredients do the talking, hence this fairly simple, yet extremely satisfying vegetarian dish.
This is a pineapple quince, and the season's just starting for us with that. We poached it in a little verjus, which is green grape juice, basically.
This is the finished dish, as attractive to the eye as it is pleasing to the palate. For Curry, whether it's the popular vegetarian offerings or something else, it's all about the seasons.
You just wind up with the best tasting product if you work seasonally, you know. Go to the farmer's market. We go to the farmer's market every week here, and just to see what's out there, what's coming on the market. I think after years and years of working with seasonal products, you start to understand what is available at what time of year.
Curry's been at Auberge for 5 years now. He says his cuisine has evolved very naturally during that time.
I think it's maybe become less manipulated and more just the product itself being featured, which I think is important, just to bring out the natural flavor of what we're actually cooking instead of
so maybe fewer
too
ingredients,
much.
slightly simpler presentations, just not as fussy.
Yeah,
is that fair?
Maybe not as fussy. I mean, I think we like it to eat with our eyes, but
absolutely.
But I think that, you know, there's something to be said for just the natural product and just showing those products for what they are.
That philosophy was on display in Curry's second dish for the camera, hamachi sashimi with a poached organic farm egg, enoki mushrooms, bean sprouts, and a ponzu sauce.
The idea behind this dish is you have the yolk with the raw fish, the soy, which is in the ponzu, crunchy vegetables. I think texturally, the flavors, everything, great combination.
We've also got an excellent wine program at Auberge. I got the chance to learn a little more about that in a tasting and conversation with wine director Chris Marjoram.
Tell me a little bit about your wine program here. What's important for folks to know about it?
Boy, it's set up as kind of a comparative wine program in the sense that you can look at a varietal like Syrah, and you'll see Syrah from Napa, but you also see Syrah from Sonoma, and then also from France and from Italy and from Australia and sometimes New Zealand, but just how does Syrah express itself everywhere in the world? And taking that back to locally, are we producing world-class Syrah compared to everybody else? And are we challenging ourselves there?
Marjoram says the wine list is set up that way for all varietals, meaning guests can explore the Napa Valley or the world and have a world-class wine experience. As for the room, at the Auberge du Soleil restaurant, it's light and accessible on the inside, but the place you really want to be is outside on the expansive deck. With stunning views of the valley floor and beyond, this is one of the hottest tickets in Napa. I can understand why. In the end, there's no arguing the fact that the Auberge du Soleil restaurant is a winner. Auberge du Soleil definitely worth a stay, or at the very least, a meal.
We have a degustation menu, we have a vegetarian menu, and then we have also a 4-course menu with 4 choices in each course. So
A lot of flexibility here. I mean,
a lot
really,
of
honestly.
flexibility, and if somebody wants to mix it up, we'll do that as well. Just whatever the guest wants, pretty much.
Are you having fun?
I am. It's a great spot, and I'm very pleased, and I think I'm blessed to be here. So, yeah.
Awesome.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you. Cheers.
My pleasure.
Believe me, the pleasure is all mine.